Would you rather invest heavily in R&D or in go-to-market strategy, and why? Hey there, welcome to Wisdom from Wizards. I'm your host, Nitin Karthik. As CEO at Caribou Strategic, helping CEOs grow revenue by $1 million in 12 months, I know that we all have critical choices to make. And that is why on this show, we discuss critical decision making with some of the best minds out there. And today, my friends, our wizard is Ganesh Padmanabhan, who is CEO at Autonomize. So let's ask the question, Ganesh, would you rather invest heavily in R&D or in go-to-market strategy, and why?
It depends on where you are in the phase of your organization, right? When we started, today I would invest more in go-to-market side of the house. And that's because we already invested heavily in R&D for the last 3 years since we started the company. And but it's not an if one or two kind of an option. It's not a choice of one versus the other. You got to adapt to where you are in the life cycle of your organization. So if you're actually dealing with breakthrough technology, like if pre-Chat GPT timeline, you were building AI, a lot more effort had to go into building foundational capabilities like models and LLMs before you can do it. Now you have like all of that R&D budget that most organizations have to burn to get to that level of maturity of the foundational capability. It's already, it's available at 40 cents for 1 million tokens on an API call, right? Now I'm not saying that that'll solve all your problems. Then it's like it's what it does is actually then you have to start focusing on higher order thinking, that how do I build on top of that to solve problems. And for individuals, it was like back in the day, we used to actually use screwdrivers and hammers to do things individually. Now we use power tools to do it. Similar scenario, right? You still have to have the creative mindset of what you're actually building. Or are you building a wardrobe versus hanging a shelf, right? And that element, go-to-market is also evolving. So that element of actually figuring out the problem to solve, how do you solve that problem, getting the right building blocks to go solve that problem. All of that is what I also call, go-to-market strategy. So R&D on a core traditional basis of building foundational capabilities, you'll have to continue to, as an industry, as a company, invest in that so that you remain competitive. But for me, at this point in time in our life and our trajectory, it's about the go-to-market. So that's where most of our investments are.
Excellent answer. Wonderful. I love it. Thank you, Ganesh. Folks, there you have it. Please reach out to Ganesh for more insights and see you next time on Wisdom from Wizards.